Hello everyone, and welcome back to All of Fabric 6. We are back on the server. There are still some issues, but my little VPN trick seems to be doing me wonders. So we at least get some episodes. If there's a few performance issues on the way, just know that we're trying. It's out of our control, the issues, so we just sort of have to wait for, I don't know, the technical guys to do the technical things. But anyhow, what am I doing? Well, in the last episode, we ripped up our floor and made a mess. But a byproduct of that is that we have some automation in the forms of applied energistics. So for example, our compressor, we've automated a few recipes here, and we'll be able to automate some of these depot recipes if we want, and I'll get to that in a second. We obviously automated the millstone and kind of the depot. Once again, I'll cover that in a second, because we will be fixing that hopefully this episode as well. We hooked up, I think, Granny's sink. I believe there's a storage bus under there to put all the water in. And I think that's pretty much it. I don't really know if we did much else. Oh, there is actually something, and it involves us picking up all the wool. Oh god, if we can even climb the stairs. And that is, we set up a sail, or a windmill, I guess would be the correct term. So if we come over here, this guy. It's a beautiful windmill, and it's also a great indicator of how my network connection is, because if it's spinning perfectly, we're good, we're golden. If you see it judder a little, that's obviously a little bit of a lag kicking in, but I think we're doing pretty good. So what's the deal with that? Well, the reason we made this is because I stepped everything up. We sped everything up. Everything is now faster. We can still go an extra bit here to go even faster and speed these guys up even more. And the reason we did that is obviously it's nice to have, but it is this example. So if I search iron, we have quite a lot of iron plates, but we'll order more. And if I order 10, so we currently have 20, and I've ordered 10. As you can see, we're trying to get to go as fast as possible. The issue we were having is we weren't getting all 10 back, and that is obviously annoying. We probably didn't lose any iron, but it just wasn't making them, whether it's because it's not fast enough or whatever the issue was. This time it seemed to work. It wasn't working before. I don't really know why, but I do have a few ways to fix that. But my idea was if I go faster, I might be able to catch up to it, you know what I mean? And be quick enough. So we could go faster, and that would probably alleviate the issue. But I want to try out this. So, you know, give me a second. Yeah, Tourette's on Fire, a user in our Discord, that they suggested that instead of having this one pattern provider hitting the bottom of the millstone, I should use a feature within Applied Energistics that makes this even better. So we can pick this guy up. He's in our inventory. And you can actually just exchange these guys into tiny versions of themselves. And what that does is if we go ahead and grab a Fluix cable, and I do believe that we have some, so we'll grab that. We can place that exactly where the pattern provider was. I also don't really know what I've done here. But we did it, I guess. But what we can do is we can place this on top, right? And so then within here, within this little guy here, I can fill it up with all the dust recipes, so the 2 that we have, and then I can actually place another one on the side. So you can place multiple pattern providers within the one block, which is pretty cool. So why not? Why shouldn't we? That'll give us more space to actually, you know, put the patterns in, and it should solve our issue, maybe. And now I say maybe because in reality it shouldn't solve the issue, because the issue isn't the items going in, it's the items coming out. But apparently, listen, lots of learning happening. Apparently, if you set it to like, to look at the contents of an inventory or something, apparently there is genuinely, oh yeah, there is an arrow. How have I never seen that arrow before? Not only is there an arrow, there's like an actual, yeah, like an arrow on it. So that's a thing, right? So the issue we had was it wasn't putting the ingredients in when we added any of those filters on. And so it's probably because it wasn't facing the right way, right? Once we add those filters, it's either going to have to go up or have to go to the side. It can't do all the sides. Does that make sense? Hopefully. But long story short is that this should hopefully solve our problem, because not only can we, you know, put the ingredients or put the patterns in, but we can tell it, hey, you are not allowed to, it might take a while to cycle, you are not allowed to continue crafting until you receive the finished good. But yeah, there's lots of lag happening where we're hosted. Let's go back over here. All right, so here we go. It took a while to switch, but it's done it. So we've got do not push crafting ingredients if the inventory contains a pattern input. So in other words, if it contains an iron ingot, it won't push anything else. It won't push a copper ingot on because it's already full. We're already using it. And it won't start the next recipe, so it won't put in any other recipe, even if the thing's not, I don't know, on the plate for whatever reason, until the result has returned to the system. So this just sort of locks it into place and sets a few conditions there. And that should work. Obviously, we tested before, and I mean, we got 10 plates back from the 10 that we ordered, but you get the idea. That should hopefully make sure that doesn't happen regardless of whether we're lagging or a multitude of other things. So, what now? I'm going to sleep. By the way, I slept like 2 minutes ago. I think it was a thunderstorm, and as you can see, listen, we are chugging. I do want to apologize, but yeah. Listen, if I just ignore it for the rest of this episode, you probably won't even notice it. I say as I... Okay, well, I can't win. Okay, but yeah, for starters, I do actually want to speed up the sales. I do think that is a worthwhile operation. So let's go ahead and do that. Chuck these in and grab these. I don't know if this will be enough to push it over because it's not, or seemingly it's not each sale that matters, but it's like a scale. So for example, the first 4 get you somewhere, the first 8 get you somewhere else, that sort of deal, as opposed to like 7 doing something. Does that even make sense? Probably not. Is this symmetrical? Now it is, and we have 8 more pieces. Okay. What do I do with them? I think what I do is I place one there and I go boom, boom. Oh god. Oh, it's horrendous. It's horrific. All right, but there we go. That's all on there. It's a wonderful windmill. We can turn this guy on and he will generate a little bit more. We'll need so much more here in order to speed these up though, because if we speed it up one more level, these end up using 2,000 stress units each. And that's on top of the fan that we have down there. So like we need more than 2,000. We need more than 4,000. We would need... I mean, I guess we've got all this stuff as well. So, you know what? What do we have actually? 500, 1,000. 1,500. And so then we've got this. So we've got 3,000. Right? So yeah, realistically, we just need to get that up to like... 2,500? Maybe, I don't know. I think 2,500 or maybe even 3,000, 4,000. I don't know. We'll just keep adding to it. It'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. So, what else do we do? I don't know. We were trying to automate these speed enhancers, right? But then we were trying to make the cooler cells. They need coolant buckets. That needs a fluid infuser. And this recipe is a lot harder than it seems because it needs tanks. And the tanks need steel. And steel just seems horrendous to get. Honestly, unless you trade with a villager. This recipe seems insanely cheap compared to the alternative of setting up blast furnaces and doing all sorts of tomfoolery trying to get that stuff working. So, putting all that aside, what are we doing this episode? Good question. I think we do what needs to be done, and that is set up power. Power is a really good mod. Oh, we do have some quests to look at as well. It's a really good mod, and it's centered obviously all around power. Now it has some really good power generation. So like you can make some reactors. You can do like lava generators, even coal generators and stuff like that, I believe. But we've got enough power. That's not our problem. Our problem isn't power. Our problem is distribution of the power. What the power mod? There are lots of powers happening. Okay, listen. There's power, which is this mod. And then there's power, which is what we use, like running through the cables. But what this guy does is he can send things wirelessly over distances. So or at least he should be able to. Yeah, there's ender cells. They're like ender chests, but for energy. And then there's ender gates, and they're like ender cells, but really tiny. So you can just place them like on the front of these machines, and you can still walk through just fine. They do take up a block space. They're not as intuitive as the Applied Energy 6 cables are, but it just saves you, running cables through walls and trying to hide them, trying to make it look nice. You can just plop these little pieces on. So I absolutely love that. There's also inventory charging, which will be incredibly useful for, say, our crafting terminal, which is already, running a little bit low. So yeah, that's that. I am curious because, this is charging, right? Sure. It's not charging fast. Does it charge fast in the charger? Like, I know it's a charger. I know that, like, he's already offline. I feel like it must, right? He's already at 11%. Like, he instantly just drained the entire system dry. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that did work pretty well. Anyhow, lots of mess happening. So yeah, let's get started with power. It is a little bit of a scary mod to get started with because it's not just crafting recipes. You do have to set up a little bit of a structure, and even some of the recipes are just they're just a bit annoying, to be honest. We'll see though. I could be misremembering, and I always hope that I am. So the first thing you need, or I don't know if you need it, but it's good to get started with, is an energizing orb and energizing rods. So these guys, I believe you have to start with the starter ones. Sometimes you can jump to basic, but it looks like we have to start with starter, and then as you can see, you upgrade them into basic, then into hardened, and so on and so forth. So yeah, we need an energizing orb, and we need an energizing rod starter. So I could make that stuff, or I can make patterns for that stuff. And once again, this just sounds infinitely better, infinitely nicer to my ears than having to remember all those recipes and do all of that boring stuff. So the actual orb itself I can craft manually, but these little bits, so the dielectric casings, the dielectric rods, all that sort of stuff I want to have automated. So we'll chuck in this recipe and I'll make that pattern. As you can see, there's two different rods as well. There's horizontal rods and there's vertical rods. They're interchangeable, right? So for example, you can turn a horizontal into a vertical. Sure, we can add that recipe. Why not? But then the horizontal, we want to actually give it the proper recipe, right? So you don't accidentally get stuck in an infinite loop. But that should be all of them. I'll tell you what, it doesn't look that bad. Although, hold on, I did miss one. These guys themselves need iron bars, which I'll probably have to make a recipe for, and dielectric paste. So iron bars, that's nice and easy. We all know about that. The patterns, I will say, aren't here yet. And I don't really know why. We're meant to be crafting Certus quartz. Oh, you know what? Because the iron pipe can't get it back into the system. Gotcha. Because previously, obviously, it was an interface. It could just pipe right in. But now it doesn't have that panel. We can make that work. There's a block called an interface. I feel like we had one. I guess we had an import or something. Do we have an import? We do have an ME import bus. If I slap that, is that going to work? So far, it doesn't look like. I'll pick this up and place him down again just in case he wants to reconnect, but no, it doesn't look like it. That's fine. We could put a chest there. You know what? That honestly, it just sounds like the simple solution. We could make like an interface and possibly place that on the side, and that may work. But this just makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Items will go in here when they're done, like the dust, for example. And then that import bus, as you can see, he's just importing stuff. It's a little bit slow at the moment because it's trying to catch up. But realistically, this thing doesn't pulverize them faster than the machine can pick them up. So it's just a short bottleneck. We don't have to worry about that. I feel out of breath. There's so much to do, and I'll be honest. I love this so much. You know what I mean? I love just. I don't know. I really love this. so hopefully it is fun to listen to. Do we have these patterns built yet? We do. What do we have? Do we have iron bars? We don't. So I shouldn't have gotten rid of that. So we'll paste that in. Iron bars, then the dielectric paste. This is a little scarier of a recipe because obviously blaze powder, lava bucket. We don't have infinite of either. Ironically, both of these are equally easy and hard to get at the moment. I'm just trying to think what is the easiest. We can make a lava pump. We can make an ender tank. We can teleport all that lava right into the overworld and attach that to our system. That's that sorted. But we would have to bucket it, which we could set up with automation, but it's just, an extra step to think about. The blaze powder, we just need to kill blazes. You know what I mean? Like that's, yeah, and then it's just a crafting recipe to turn it into blaze powder. That's infinitely easier in my eyes in terms of the amount of steps, but obviously we'd have to kill blazes. We could yoink a blaze spawner, right? That is an option. But we would still have to stand next to it, and people on the server using blaze spawners, I assume no one's yoinked them all. It's possible they have, in which case we're going to have a bit of an adventure ahead of us. Or, and this is probably what we should do if I'm smart, which I'm not, but I could be. We'll have to see. we get into deep mob learning. Because as you can possibly see, maybe you don't. There should be, what's actually happening here? Ocean data, end data, skeleton data, zombie data, overworld data, slimy. This is different than I remember. So there's a nether data. So we would get nether stuff, which would be hellish matter, you would assume, right? So then with hellish matter, oh, actually, can you just craft this? Oh, how? Oh, what are we looking at? Ghast tears. So we get the ingredients from the nether, we surround a blank data model, and we craft a nether data model. Then it's 0 out of 8, and I imagine we have to go and kill a few mobs or something. That's really cool. In the version I'm used to playing, you'd make an empty data model, you'd walk up to a mob and right-click them, and that would like sample their data, and then you'd kill those mobs, and you would be farming that specific mobs. They would still create these like little overworld hellish matters and end matters and whatnot, but they would be like if it failed. If it failed, it would make this matter. If it succeeded, you would get a prediction, which I guess is what we're seeing here. All these matters, these pristine matters. Very strange. I feel like Hades is the nether matter. We'll bookmark both of these. So this matter, you could put in here, and it would fabricate the loot of all of these mobs here. That is what I'm understanding from what I'm looking at, including blazes. Beautiful. Or you would get hellish matter, which you can turn into experience. Or, as you can see here, you can use in some crafting recipes. So we can make some soul sand, nether wart, gold ingots. We can turn bones into blaze rods. We have a bone farm. That sounds pretty easy to me. That sounds like that would be awesome. But then we come into the problem of how difficult is this to make. Ghast tears, yeah, we could probably get them, sure. This stuff, ender pearls, we can get them. Suit covered redstone. Oh, our player starts swinging. Redstone dust on coal. We can do that as well. That's all doable. To get anything out of this though, we need a simulation chamber. This guy here, right? 2 ender pearls once again. We can make it happen, I'm sure. And then a suit machine. The suit, that's easy. This thing, it's doable. You know, we can do it. It's possible, and I think it's worth doing because it sounds fun. It's gonna get us infinite blaze rods. Like at the moment, we probably have enough nether warts to continue with power if we wanted to. We could even farm some manually, but I do really like the idea of setting up the neural networks, especially because we're playing on a server and just mob farms aren't the best at all, especially when we've got like a little bit of a laggy experience happening. I'll double check my chest, obviously, just to make sure that there aren't any ghast tears, because we have killed at least one ghast. I think it didn't really drop anything. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll jump into the nether. We'll see what's waiting. Yeah, we'll go to the fortress. Why not? And yeah, I'll look around for some ghast, see if there are any on the map. By the way, teleporting, especially like even if you're doing some tricky stuff like I am with your VPNs and whatnot, the teleporting is still very laggy, so I might be here for a little while. Alright, so I see a ghast. I didn't go too far. What is that? That's the waypoint I've made. So the ghast is sort of that direction. He may have disappeared a little bit. I think we can get there. In terms of our survivability at the moment, and like what we can and can't do, we have an obsidian skull, which gives us temporary immunity to fire damage when hurt by fire. Not sure how temporary it is, but I'm sure that we will find out very shortly. Ignore the hole. Okay, so we got hit, and we got 26 seconds of fire resistance. And as you can see in here, the skull is on a cooldown, right? So, if we keep an eye on it, we can actually see how long the cooldown of this is, because it doesn't say when we hover on it. But we can watch it. You can sort of see the overlay of it going down. I don't know if you guys can see that on maybe a phone that you're watching on. It looks like it's going to be 50-second cooldown, because 25 seconds, give or take, of fire resistance, and it's about halfway. So another 25 seconds and we're good. That's not too bad. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot more punishing. So I'm very pleased to see that. I need to go up, I believe, in order to get into the surface. It looks like the surface was at like Y90, and I was doing a mining tunnel, but it doesn't really matter when. It's just these silly layers of different stuff. Alrighty. I don't know if you saw that, but we're kind of up. Yeah, a little bit. See, I'm very high up here. When I hover on this, it says like, oh, okay, now it says Y60. I was over here and it says like Y90. I've just like made a mess. Okay. I mean, so if I just go this way, small tunnel, I should just run into open world. Maybe? Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be, to be honest. So, allegedly we'll be able to find a ghast. Now, the problem is I don't really have a way to kill the ghast. We were going to look at jetpacks, but they needed, like, diesel the last time we looked. There may be angel rings. There is an angel ring. That's probably not happening for just a little while. I don't think for a little while that's happening. But it is there. Ooh, the glider. Hold on. Excellent. So, I slap this on. Oh, we don't have golden boots anymore. So we are in the danger zone. That is, I guess, something to keep in mind. In terms of mobs not liking us. But let's just go on out here. Do we see any gas? I actually don't. Can we land there? Okay, we can. I mean, like, I've got to get gas that's not over lava, right? Because I've got to pick it up. I mean, unless I get a magnet. These are going to be difficult to make, aren't they? Hive magnet. That's not too bad. We could almost make that in here if I had my backpack still full. I mean, we can consult the map. That's what we saw the last guy over here. Oh, we could trade for it. I mean, the reality is, right, that trading is it's just the safer option. Like, sitting in the nether, trying to find a ghast, hoping it drops the stuff, we're essentially just gambling, right? If I just go and I invest in a trader, in a villager, then we get what we get. You know what I mean? Like, we know what we need, we get him up to that level, and then we're good. The problem I have is that I don't have infinite villagers, and I still have... Oh, man, we're flipping and flopping with this episode, aren't we? Genuinely, I may just try to retreat back to this area over here, so I see, like, the thing on the map. And I may just try to set up an actual proper villager thing. Learn how to do it, show you guys how to do it, hopefully. It's probably going to be janky, but we'll give it a shot, I guess, because, I mean, we just need traders. That's all we need, apparently. Oh, actually, hold on. I saw this quartz thing with, like, all the buds, and I was going to just leave them, but we have Silk Touch now. So I can actually pick these things up, and it's genuinely, like, it's worth it, I think. Once the server catches up, maybe, or maybe those bits don't drop. Quartz cluster, and then budding quartz. And the budding quartz doesn't drop anything. But we get quartz clusters? Okay. I don't really know what we're doing. I'll pick up some, though, just in case I'm breaking it. Alright, let's see what's below us. Nice. If in doubt, dig straight down. That's my favorite Minecraft motto. A classic that everyone knows. Okay. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see what we can do here. First things first, we're gonna make some bread because apparently they like bread. we'll get to that later. We also will need more beds, which that makes sense. You know, I assumed we would be making more beds. I wasn't too sure how many beds we'd be making. You know what I mean? So we've got beds, or at least enough to make one bed. That's great. One villager coming right up. We can grab our extra bed. Why not? Grab this guy, bring him with us. And we'll hop over to our village and see what's going on. That reminds me, we can actually set up a ranch for those sheep. Listen, lots of things happening this episode. So, I don't think they need the bed near them, right? I think we can sort of slap the bed anywhere. So, for example, we could rearrange this house a bit. Does this have stuff in it? Oh, yeah, sorry, I teleported over. I'm sorry. Okay, well, anyhow. We go in here, we make a bed. Nice. And we add this bed, and we assume that that's an extra bed in the village. To be honest, there's so many beds in this village because a lot of the villagers, I think, have died. And we could honestly kill off a few of them because we've made a couple duplicates. Although, these guards probably won't be happy, so I guess maybe they'll stay around. But all we need to do is give each of these villagers 3 bread each. That is the word on the street. So I go you and I go you. And they should pick them up? Okay. Well, some of them are apparently a little bit more hungry than others. Let's see if we can give this guy some bread. Oh, that. Let me out. Jeez. Privacy. Are you done? No, okay, I'm sorry. What we should do is we should put a staircase there. One of these classics. Do this. Do this. Now we can just peek in. That's not weird at all. Let's do that maybe. Maybe that makes more sense. Okay, they're still okay. They're gonna take a little while. In the meantime, we can try to do more. You know what I mean? What we need to do is we need to get more villagers essentially close enough together, right? So we've got you lying around. We've got. Oh, we should have had more. Honestly, they may have died. Who do we have on the map? Duck over there, duck there, duck there. We have guard there, guard there, guard there, guard there. The villagers don't show up on the map? That doesn't make anything difficult at all. So we've got you up there, sure. I could let him out and let that guy out and then board up the walls, and they should run into one room, right? If we grab this out, I think they run into a room with a bed. So I think if I just take beds out of everywhere else, then they can only go into that room with a bed. You know what I mean? And then that should work. So we'll pick that up. That's fine. You can have your... I didn't actually want to do that. That's fine. These beds up here, they're the worst. Because I ring that bell, the villagers run to their beds, and someone runs up here every time. They can't help themselves. They're addicted to it. And we'll have to... actually, that room is walled off, so we don't have to worry about that. So they should all go in there. That's what just should happen. I've obviously got to go and grab the bell. But this should hopefully work. So, these two guys are here. I ring the bell. They're booking it. They're in a hot pursuit. Come on. Come on. I really should have kept that slab. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. You ran in there. Where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Why are you going there? Is it because there's a bed up top? It is, isn't it? Hey, mate, what do you think's about to happen here? Don't even think about it, Buster. Let me maybe do that. That doesn't really work. Let me maybe do... Hey, whoa! Don't even consider it. Alright, I think that works. Alright, let me go up. Because I have to crouch to go up there, so I'm guessing he's the same, and he doesn't know how to crouch. No one taught him. Grab you. We'll bring these downstairs, so there'll still be beds in the village. That's the important part, is that the beds are still there. But the second important part is that these guys should all go there. Where's the last one? I don't know where he went. Alright, let's ring the bell again. Alright, I'll be honest. I cannot find where that other villager has gone. I genuinely think they are dead. I don't even remember what they were at this point, but they do not exist. I genuinely think they died. That's fine. I think. What that means is I will let this guy free. And I'll ring that bell, and he's not like talking to someone out here, right? Yeah. I'm gonna ring. Oh yeah, he should head over to that bed. That's probably how the last one died, to be honest. Yeah, what are you doing? Come on. You can jump. No, I can't. I don't know how to jump. Yeah. Go in there. Go in there. Thank you. We get rid of this, and we do this. So, brilliant. Replace this here. I'll replace some of the beds. So these will go there. Awesome. Got more beds. I'll place those in here. Just so that the village, has multiple beds within. That should all be good. Any more beds? One more bed. Beautiful. So that should be good. The villagers in here. Oh, it is nighttime. Let's sleep. Why not? Will I regret sleeping at this specific bed? Yes, because when I die, I won't have experience to get back. Did I do it anyway? Awesome. So, the villagers down here, all I need to do is give them the bread as well. So, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. It looked like it didn't really matter who I gave them to, but I will chuck that there, and then I will walk out. Okay, I picked up some of it. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. We'll chuck that there. See which one grabs it. And then see. Love hearts, come on. You happily fed? Yep. Nope. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I've got plenty, you know. Okay, he got some now. Is that... I think he needed some, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, they'll figure out what they're doing. Have you guys figured out what you're doing? Do we have a little villager? No? You not a clue what you're doing? You have that. You have that. Alright, well, I mean, that should happen. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Excellent. If I give you bread, will you grow up faster? No. Is there a way to fill them up faster? He's gonna take 20 minutes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so everything is happening. It's slow, yes, but it is happening. In 20 minutes, we'll be able to do our villager stuff. Sure, cool. Okay, why not? I should probably be doing some trading. I agree. At the very least, I should fill my backpack up with some wheat so that when we do find our stuff over there, we have some stuff. Cool. Cactus, that's another thing, right? We need cactus to do slime balls and stuff like that if we want to keep those automated. So, how do we do that? Our farmer does not farm the cactus from what I've experienced. Is that like a warp gate? What's going on over there? But it was brought to my attention, thank you, that we have botany pots. These things are insane. So, we're going to use those. Now, you need terracotta, which means you need clay, which means you need stuff and things. We can get our hands on some clay. I happen to know a guy. He works in the river. His name is Clay from the river. If we head just downstream a bit, you know, like sort of in between where people's houses are, you know what I mean? Like, we can probably grab some, like this right here. No one's gonna miss this, right? I mean, nobody even knows where it was. Oh, wait, we're bobbing. Oh god, oh god, we're bobbing. Listen, I've got this. Okay, I'm about to start dying, but it's fine. Okay, nice. Oh, and we get them in clay form. Nice. I think that's good. I don't know that it's good, but I think that's good. We can smelt some of that straight into terracotta, and we can break the rest up for clay. Is that thing still working? Yeah, it's trying. It's trying to work. I still love that thing so much. By the way, correlation, not causation, in terms of the lag. We have obviously removed that. That was pretty obvious to try and fix the network issues, but it's other servers that we're hosting as well are having the same issues. So just a few problems. I don't know if bisect is. I assume bisect isn't. I'm not sure. Once again, I don't really remember what we've got up there at the moment. I think we just need, how much terracotta? We need 5 terracotta. So I place down 6, or I place down 3. That's fine. This stuff will obviously just break up. You know, get the clay out of it. And I believe we want to smelt all of that potentially. Maybe. I never remember. So what do we need, right? We need 5 terracotta, and that is smelted clay. So at least 5 of this will be smelted, sure. Then we need a flower pot, and that is 3 bricks, okay? So 5 clay can get started, and we will... Actually, no, we got to smelt the clay as well to get the bricks. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. We will patiently wait here. I could automate it, but at this point, we may as well just do it manually just to get this stuff done. Just so that something can happen this episode. There's going to be a whole lot of little bits of nothing. All surrounding everything. You know what I mean? It's on its way. It's just not quite there yet. Oh, I should have actually made more of that bread. Boom. So, botany pot, check. This guy by himself, he's all right. Realistically, though, we want one of these. We want a hopper botany pot. So that's just a hopper and a botany pot. Pretty simple. And then we have a hopper botany pot. This guy will need some sand. So we will see if we've got sand laying around. If the advancement thing gets off my screen so I can search. Yep, here we go. Sand. That thing infuriates me like on another plane of existence. Just incomprehensible rage that I experience whenever that advancement thing pops up and I'm trying to search something. Like I could write novels fueled and inspired only by the rage I feel. Anyhow, what do we want? We probably want another barrel. So one of these crude storage barrels, if we can make one of those. What are they called? Storage, crude, boom, 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 boom. This guy here. He can be made if we get a barrel. And a barrel can be made if I grab the right ingredients. Barrel, barrel, and barrel. Beautiful. I didn't mean to trash that. That's fine. Barrel, awesome. You go there. Search crude again. And you hop in. Wonderful. So, let me show you how this works. If I can sort this out. Pretty simple stuff. We'll slap him on the roof because why not? So he can go probably on this side since it is sort of like the farming side. He will have a hopper botany pot on top. Inside of this will be sand for the cactus. And then there'll be a cactus for the cactus. And this guy, as you can see, he slowly grows. And then because he's a hopper botany pot, he'll auto harvest. And he should just place an inventory below. But just to make sure, let's double check that that guy can auto input. And so he should just fill up with cactus. And it should be that simple. We'll give him one to get him started, but we'll check back at there later. So that should be sorted. Cactus is done. Finished. Reduced to atoms. What is next? You may be wondering. I am wondering the same thing. First things first, stack of bread. Because we probably need to give the villagers more stuff. Second thing second, we do need ender pearls. It is nighttime. I will go get us some ender pearls. We are going to want to bring the looting sword, but I'm going to have to be extra careful not to break it. So we'll try and just like one-shot them at the end with it. But I do see at least 2 endermen on the minimap. We'll see what we get. I really don't want to break that. I mean, yeah, I should probably just set up like actual trading. You know what I mean? Like, or set up, hold on. As you can see, we are lagging horrendously. Last time we tried to fight mobs was the raid that happened. And it was truly... What are you, by the way? You are a skeleton. Okay, so yeah, they're clearly not happy with me. Have I annoyed this guy yet? Can we get him annoyed? There we go. I think I've annoyed him. So I can sort of just run back to the base now if I wanted, and I think he'll just come with us. There was an enderman in that right area, but I don't really see him on the map anymore, so we'll just sort of wait for this one guy to catch up with us. Is he still on his way? Yeah, he's not too happy. So we'll hop under here. Yoo-hoo! Oh, god. A little bit of residual from the lag. It's fine. So here he is. Hey, wait. So we hit him a few times. And he should be low enough. What's that? He's at 10. He's at 5. He's at 0.8. We hit him with the looting. And we get some goodies. Nice. Because obviously the simulation guy, he needs 2. Yep. And then this model needs 1 as well. So we need 3 all up. And I don't really know what we've got laying around. And I should also be harvesting this. Do we want to set up the rancher as well? Listen, I think the rancher will do once we get wireless energy hooked up. Because otherwise I have to bring power over here. Or bring the sheep over there. And I kind of don't really want to do either of those right this minute. We've got wool. Obviously I do want some more ender pearls. Maybe we'll jump into the village. See if there's any endermen on the map. Oh, he's alive. Okay, so you need to be a hunter, right? We picked up the last hunting thing, and I think we broke it. We may still have one, but I feel like we broke it. So we'll head over here. I'll have to wait for the teleporting little debuff to disappear. And then we'll get that started. We'll give it a go. All right, hunting post doesn't cost too much, so that should be fine. I've built up a little bit of emeralds. We probably need more, I would imagine, to upgrade the guy far enough, but I imagine the trade's already set. So our new villager is in here. Yeah, I mean that's fine. We can place that there. And will you change? Oh yeah, I forgot I teleported. my bad. Alright, will you change into the hunter? Or does this need to be lower? Maybe? Okay, we'll put it a little bit lower. We'll put it in this corner now that you've moved. Come on, look at that. Oh, nice. We have a hunter. So, This guy already given us slime balls and trading bones. Oh, beautiful. We can do that. So I just want to double check. Hunting post, the hunter, we need them to be level 5. They need to be a master. So that's a very expensive trade for such little reward. I mean, slime balls are good, but the XP there is horrendous. I don't want to teleport. I mean, hey, listen, we're going to have to do it anyway. Let's just do this. Boom. Yep, it was expensive. I know. Let's open this up. We don't have that much. Do you want to trade? This guy here absolutely hates refreshing his trades. I don't know if he's refreshed them once. Alright, I'll go grab bones. And more hay. Alrighty, I'm back. I have been gone for a little while. Probably half an hour. Maybe somewhere in between an hour and half an hour and not half an hour. And this guy's full. I've just been taking out some of the iron swords to actually get the bones flowing in again. Main reason I did that is because I don't really want to be traveling back and forth, sitting in the loading screens that I'm currently having at the moment, just to, run back and do the exact same thing. So we should be good. I've obviously got a bunch of junk in my inventory. I'm probably just going to throw it all in the ground there. We've got cactuses, got slabs. Are they flowing? Oh my god, how strong is this vacuum hopper? We must go further. Yeah, I think that's going there, right? Yeah, that's not flying back. So we'll drop all this stuff. Arguably, I need feathers. Arguably, I don't. So that should be fine. And then I guess I'll load up on bones and we'll go over there and try to see if we can trade. Yeah, actually, here you go. It's been half an hour because the machine's turned off. Beautiful. Hey, at least we know the system works. That's actually really good. I completely forgot. It looks like we have gotten some cool stuff. So we've got some caps. We have warrior boots. Damage with axes. Unbreaking, damage with axes. That's what warrior helmet, I guess. We also, this popped in just before. A lapis traveler's backpack. Chance to multiply amount of experience which is received by the player. Yeah, cool. I mean, that'll be nice whenever we need to get XP or whatever. Oh, which reminds me, I should definitely set my spawn point before. I guess I'll grab this stuff. But I died before, and man, it's such a nightmare getting back from the village. We don't have any we just don't have a way to get experience over there aside from swimming in the ocean, finding squids, and hoping that they die. And listen, it's just horrific. We'll sort this. Maybe. Yep. There we go. And we'll leave it for now. This should be plenty of bones. Should be. Obviously being the keyword there. I don't actually know if it will be. How do I know if I've set the spawn point? I guess I'll run in there and just... Yeah, that should be set. It should be set. Once again, you can see there's a little bit of lag going on, but that should be set. In regards to the rest of this episode, more specifically how it will end, I'm not sure. I don't know what our end goal is. Whether it's getting a matter condenser or something like that, or whatever it was, a simulator, neural network, maybe. I don't know. But I'll listen. It'll be something. Okay, so in here we have the hunter. He's going to trade these and see it's a massive experience boost we get. So this guy's actually going to level up. We need to get him max level. It's going to be painful. It will be. We don't have that upgrade. We don't have spider eyes. We're probably going to... Oh, wow. You instantly just get nothing from him. That's incredible. I mean, I guess we trade all the bones. I'm tempted to not, purely for the fact that he might offer me something cheaper. I'm also thinking we may want to try to make a... Oh, no, it's a loot drop. I was going to say get a villager hat for better trades or something. None of these give better trades from the looks of them. I mean, maybe they do, and they just don't tell you. I'm not sure. How much will this give us? We're going to want to do it. It's just... It's painful regardless, you know? Alright, we'll see what happens. Any better trades? I think it's nice to just, get out of their inventory for a few seconds. Let them figure out if they want to be nice. They don't. Jeez. Okay. So all that time, and it's all for nothing. The second I'm done here, by the way, the trades are going to be just insanely efficient for us. It does look like we want to just be making emeralds and buying stuff off him. Although, let's be real, if we had the... Yeah, instant... Oh, you know what, 31, that's fine. That's probably the main train, the 4 emeralds, but it's fine. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, if we had that many spider eyes, I'm sure we'd get an insane amount of XP from that guy. Do we have stuff in our backpack? We do. So I can sort that. We can grab this stuff out. Open him up. This guy just refuses to accept a new trade. What if I just like get a stew off him or something? You know, like just get some sort of deal out of him. Maybe he'll turn his tide. Either way, we've got at least like one more farmer over here. I think this is literally the only other farmer we have. Alright, we can buy some more, and voila. He's leveled up again. Let's see, come on, give me a better trade. Rotten flesh or something. I've got some of that lying around. Gunpowder. I mean, we can do the magma cream. That's going to give us a lot more as well. There we go. Well, we're closer. Honestly, we literally just need to keep doing either one of these. I don't think the bones are worth it. I think just waiting for this guy to refresh his trades is worth it. Which seems silly, but then maybe I can look up how to do that another way. I should still be breeding them. That's definitely one thing I should be doing. Because that does seem to obviously pay off, especially if I set up some more farmers. So there's still 3 in here. Yep. You're going to get 1, 2, 3. And you're going to get 1, 2, 3 down here. Come on. Oh, I don't know how, but we do have a villager. So that's something. Not too sure how it took place, but I mean, I guess it's a good thing. I need more stuff. I need to bring some trees closer over here. Or just bring, like, a stack of logs with me. One of the two things has to take place. Oh, here we go. Come on. Do the thing. Oh. What? Okay. That's fine. But, I mean, like, what is this? Who are you? Okay. But genuinely, turn into a villager. Oh, turn into a farmer. Yes, excellent. And wrong trade. Okay. And turn into a villager. And turn into a farmer. We're just gonna keep doing this. Come on. Yep, get up. Farmer. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Listen, it took a while, but we got there in the end. Yep, hey buddy. I've got a horrific little setup here. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. And this, I should be able to get up into that area. And that should be perfectly fine. They can sort of all share this little hut. And yeah, that should be good. So I will go and, I guess, get more emeralds. I may be able to do a few more trades if we can find the hunter. Yep, here he is. You know what? If you could just stay there, that would be really good. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know, it's getting there. Alrighty, we're back over here. We've got plenty of stuff. This is now the next tier. I think we're at the 4th. I think we're 1 tier off what we need. And on the bright side, we can get blaze rods, and we do need blaze rods. So it's not a complete loss having to purchase these. So close. So close. Okay, there is one farmer somewhere. Somewhere out here, there is a farmer. Ooh, do we still have the guy in here? Hold on. Hold on. Listen, this has been a nightmare to record, but it's fine because it's a Friday. So I will get my emeralds. We've got even more. Listen, I came prepared. This is all of our wheat. We literally do not have any more. Unless it's obviously harvested more, but this should all be all we need. Oh, we also need enough to actually buy the ghast tears. Listen. This is all worth it. Yeah, let's see. So, it's possible he won't even offer the ghast tear. Can you imagine that? Do you know how sad that will be if he just doesn't offer the ghast tear? Alright, here he is. Ghast tear. Yes! Okay, so, they're costing 7 at the moment. That's 2. We needed... none for this, but we needed 2 for this. Sounds good to me. Okay, so I think we've got what we want. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna head home, and that sounds good to me. Okay. Now we still need ender pearls. That is still a problem. I know. It's still a problem. How many ender pearls do we have? I know we've got the one on us. Is that no? We've got 2. Okay. That's close to enough. I think that's enough for just one of these machines. So the next thing we'll need is redstone. So let's go ahead and grab out, half of this stuff. We're going to need a block of coal. which we can't make, but we may be able to use charcoal. If we can't, I'm sure we can mine up some. So either way, it's not the end of the world. If I place this here and punch this, do we get stuff? No, it's not really doing much, is it? We can click into this, bookmark that guy, block of coal, and it looks like you just punch the thing. Or you do something to it. So clearly not charcoal. That's fine. I'll go down shortly into my mine, and there should be stuff. Once again, these recordings are so messed up because I have no idea like how long the actual content is compared to how long the recordings are. So the plan is, this might make a mess. Fingers crossed it doesn't. Okay, that's doable. Let's just place that there and that there. The plan is that I just want to get this like neural network, mob network thing set up, and then we can wrap it up there. So at least we've got something done. Even if this is incredibly long of an episode, so be it. I think you guys enjoy those anyway. As for whether they're good for the channel or not, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I haven't put enough research into that stuff to know. I should have just dug this up without Silk Touch. Sometimes I regret the Silk Touch. Let's switch this to pickaxe. Dig this up. Beautiful. We can switch back. Go in here. Block of coal. There you go. Do I punch it? Yep, I punch it. Now, how many do we need? Obviously, this guy needs one. These need one, so 1 for 4. That's a great deal. And then this machine itself needs 2. So we just need 2, 3, 4. 4. Yeah, that makes sense. We can leave that guy there. We'll get back to him later, I'm sure. We do need obsidian, but we may also have obsidian. Because, I know we did pick up quite a decent chunk. So, we're going to do 3 of that with one of those and put that in there. A little bit of a laggy inventory, but it should be fine. We can work this out. Simulation chamber. Suit covered doohickey. Beautiful. Let's make sure we grab these and make sure that we are getting the quest done. Because let's be honest, we're probably going to get given some stuff, right? We have a chance to, I guess. Blank data model. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Hades, all that stuff. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to do the simulation chamber. So, we want to make simulation chamber. That requires everything. So, glass pane. You know what? I opened the wrong thing. Let's open up this thing. Now it's a little bit more doable. Now we need cyan dye. Green and blue we can do. Because obviously we've got cactus and we've got all that stuff. We don't have any flowers, it looks like. I'll double check in here. Are there any cyan looking flowers if they just would like to open? Yep. Oh, there's actually 2 cyan dye. Hey, it's definitely a benefit to look in your chest. I should probably insert all that stuff into my network at some point. Do we have room? Maybe. We probably could, to be honest, but it's fine. And the last piece of this puzzle is the redstone comparator, I believe. And then I think we can make the whole thing, to be honest. Okay, so let's see if we can get this done. We're going to need 3 redstone torches. But by the way, it's like extra laggy at the moment for some reason. I wish I could tell you why. It's just, it's one of those things where it's out of your control, but you wish it was. Like, I still don't know what the solution is to this. Obviously, it's play single player, right? Problem solved. But it's not that easy. You know what I mean? Because like when the server's running fine, it's amazing. We get so much extra joy out of just being with other players on the server. But these specific moments, even if it's like 2 days out of the whole series, it's horrible. It feels so bad. All right, we got the comparator. Took longer than you can imagine. And now we have the simulation chamber. It looks like we're back in the system. And from that reward, we got 2 engineering processes. That's 2 diamonds we just saved there. So simulation chamber, awesome. This guy, you know what? Well, we could put him in here. Where do we put him? I mean, we've got cables running here. That's why I'm sort of wanting to put him like there. What I might do, I'll pick up the charger. I know we just like talked about how good the charger was. We'll place this guy here. He's on. He's charging. He can store 2 million energy, 2 million E. So he'll do that. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Or come on. You got this. For translating. create. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Anyhow, that's sure, whatever. We'll slap the charger there. We can probably hook that up somehow if we wanted to. Is this guy offline? Was he providing the power to the entire system? Or is he just draining all the power now? One of the two is happening. We can check. That is a cable. So yeah, I think he's just draining everything. That's fine, I think. We'll pick him up. I've got this. We can do this. Charger goes there. Simulation chamber here. This guy... we need the screwdriver. Bear with me. I know what I'm doing. Output up. Oh, it's already working. But he's empty. But he is charging. So yeah, that'll happen. And hopefully he keeps enough power. Sure, whatever. Everything's working. That's the main thing. The simulation chamber does nothing. We require a nether data modal model. It's one or the other. I thought it was model. Then I watched the latest Matrix Resurrection, and they pronounce it modal. So not a clue. Not a clue what's going on. Redstone repeater, easy peasy. Redstone papeasy. And we'll grab out this cobblestone. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna smell all that. Now, it is nighttime. It is raining. I need one ender pearl. Probably going to go into the nether because, I mean, in the rain, we're not going to get anything in terms of, whatchamacallums, Enderman. And obviously, if we sleep, it's no longer Enderman spawning time, so we're in a bit of a pickle in regards to that. And I haven't gone to the end yet, so like it's not even really an option at the moment. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment. But that involves teleporting, and it's very, very painful to teleport. It is truly a sight to behold. I'll double check my backpack. There's no ender pearl here. There's none hiding in the bundles. Nope, there's just bundles in bundles. That's fine. Lots of bundles in the bundles. They can stay there. Yeah, okay. That was me doing the math. That was the sound of the math being done on whether it was worth doing. Oh, you know what? Why not? Let's jump through our portal. I love this portal. All right, we're in. Just gotta wait for the server to catch up. But then we're in, and then the fun begins. Okay, we're here. Of course, there's ghast. That's perfectly fine. We need an Enderman. Endermen spawn in Soul Sand Valleys, which is allegedly here. I'm a little bit skeptical because how have I explored this but not this? You know what I mean? Like, I guess maybe this does exist. Like, it does look like it lines up. So I've got to get from here over there. I think it's doable. We still do have the hang glider. We're invincible to lava for 25 seconds after we fall in it. So I'm just gonna go. Just gonna go. How are we gonna get back? Great question. Honestly, one of your best questions so far. Not a clue. This is also not where Endermen spawn. This is where skeletons spawn. Although there is an Enderman over there, so do with that what you will. I'm just gonna hope that they don't shoot me at the moment. What do we want? We want a warped anything. Literally a warped thingy McThing, and then we're good. And there is no there is Enderman. That's the sound of an Enderman coming to kill me. That's the sound of me trying my absolute hardest not to die. Okay. That's horrible. That's horrible. Double whammy. One, we've got a loading screen, you know, we've got to sit here and load. Two, how am I getting back there? I just glid. I glowed. I glided into the, oh my god, how dumb can we get? Alright, I don't know what I'll do. I'll grab a bunch of blocks. I'll grab, I don't know. I'll grab a bunch of blocks. We got some loot. I guess it's not all bad that we horrifically died. Quiver, saddle. Yeah, I'll take a saddle. Got some barrels over here. Some goodies. Nothing too crazy. I mean, the gold's gonna be nice. I won't get killed by mobs most likely now. And we just need to go. It's only 100 blocks. It's not too far. You know what's really awesome about that Nether portal mod? Even though I'm in the Nether, I can see what's on the other side of this portal. And that also means that in theory, when I'm checking out bases, I won't have to go through a portal to figure out if there's a base on the other side of the portal. And this actually looks cool. It looks like there's an actual dome around here. Very interesting. Oh, yeah, we've snuck on in. No. Awesome, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the mod just keeps selling itself, doesn't it? Alright, I've got to go 150 blocks that way. I've got blocks to place. Do I want to place 150 blocks or do I want to go up and mine 150 blocks? Doesn't matter. Probably. I'll meet you there. Alrighty. We call that a success. Let's just bring this down here so that that's placed. Jump back over here and collect our stuff. Might drop some stuff, I imagine. Yep. Oh, who's that little guy? That is a Centennial Trophy. I think I did... Yeah, I passed a thing. Cool. Nice. Enderman. Enderman is in this direction. Can we see him? That does look like him. Let's go ahead and build the roof above us. Apparently out of coal. Listen, it's fine. And then let's look at him. Hey, buddy. Yeah, we're good. Hit him with this sword until he gets low enough to loot. That is the plan. And apparently we dropped our other sword, so... I think it was fire aspect and sharpness. I don't really care that much, I guess. Okay, 10. Okay, one more hit, and then he's at 0.8, and then we hit him with this. Yes! That is all we needed. And, luckily I died, because now I've built a path for my return. It looks like someone else was maybe over here. Yeah, maybe not. But anyhow, assuming I do not lag... and assuming I don't just, accidentally walk off, which I wouldn't put it past me, we should be able to get home. Yeah. Lots of portals. I'm trying to, look at them in the corner of my eye as we run past to see if they, spawn anything behind them. Oh, yeah. How crazy is this? It looks like we're running into a room, but it's just a portal. I love that. Endless fun. And then with our sneakers, we can just run up here. And then, I think this is just the exit. This is the claim that we live in. And I run through here, and it doesn't look like our base, but we'll pop out the other side at our base, because obviously we're sharing our portal with a few different bases at the moment. And I'll be back once I've finished loading the base. Okay. You, sit there. Beautiful. Me, open the menu, craft the blank data modal. We've got a bunch of this stuff. I don't even know how I got in my inventory. And then... Nope, sorry. And then, the nether data model. Okay, so, in one world, we can place him in here and he'll do stuff. Where does he go? There? Yeah. Insufficient data in model. Please insert a basic model or better. So what we need to do is level this guy up. Now, to do that, I believe we need to kill mobs in the nether. So, I've got to go back. But it should be worth it. Now, there may be another thing we need that I didn't even think about. And that is... stuff. In the version I'm used to, it was called matrices. It was literally called matrix, I'm pretty sure. And you would put them in there, and it would... bing, it would use it as like a little ingredient to process. In this guy... there's an I and there's an E and then there's something else, right? One of those slots, I'm guessing we've got to put one of these in, like either polymer or glitch. Glitch is going to make us some armor. Polymer doesn't have a recipe. Like, it doesn't do anything when I click on it. So, and this recipe looks very familiar. I think this is what we want. So the question of the day is, how much clay do we have? We have one of these, which should be enough, to be honest. Let's see. Fingers crossed. Beautiful. And can we do polymer clay? Yes. Excellent. So I believe that is what we want. We can chuck that in. right there. Awesome. Nice. Okay, so come on. We need to level this guy up. Once again, in the past, you would put it inside of this guy, the deep learner, which is doable. I just need to figure out what the button is to get 2 of them. There we go. May have made it more than 2, but regardless, it's fine. The more the merrier, as they say. Remove that, grab this, remove that, do this, do that, do this, do that, do that, do this. Beautiful. And then I just need redstone repeaters, which are just going to need torches, which are going to need 1, 2, 6. Beautiful. Quick math. And then repeaters, we obviously want 1, 2, 3. Oh, we made 4, the more the merrier. And deep learner. Awesome. So the way this guy works is you open him up and you chuck in this guy and he'll tell you what you need to kill. And so we keep him on us and that should do the job. We've got a lot of quests here, so I will redeem them. If any of them give me ender pearls, I will be a little bit upsetty spaghetti. But anyhow, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We got silicon, annihilation core, crude storage unit, and some more silicon. That is pretty good. Okay, I will meet you guys back in the nether. And we'll kill some nether mobs. Oh, our first nether mob. The duck. No, but we should be able to find some nether mobs, I would imagine. I mean, there's stuff on the map all around us, is there not? Yeah, there's piglins. I'm guessing they're below us then? Or above us? Actually, you know what? I'm pretty dumb. I should have just gone through to the fortress where plenty of mobs, plenty of blazes if the spawners are even still there. I mean, we'll get rid of these guys. That'll hopefully lure some more closer. But what that should have done, if we open this guy up, is, yeah, 1 out of 8. So we need to get 7 more, and then we can do the rest using electricity. So I've kind of just got to get lucky and find mobs. Alright, well, we've got some friends over here. I'm just going to start chopping. We're probably going to die. I'll just make that clear because these hoglins and whatnot are very strong and I haven't even hit one of them yet. There we go. But we could get lucky. And that's a pretty good little wipeout we've done. So now we are at 4 out of 8. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot that the baby piglins swing. I genuinely forgot. Oh, we are done. We're finished. We are donezo. Gone. Reduced to atoms. Great. Okay. Well, I will meet you back there. Great. I'm having a great time. I hate this. The episode is about to be over. I just wanted to give it a shot. Is it so much to ask? I just please, internet providers in America, just come together. You know, I listen. Look, I get that. Like in a day, it's April 1st. I get that, but it's not at the moment. So you just give us the internet, please. I just realized there's ice. Just casually in the nether. How does that work? Can I? Okay. Well, I thought it might spawn water, and I was excited. A man can dream. Alright. Do we have any left? Yeah, there's these guys over here. How many more do I need to kill? I need to kill 3 more. We're looking at 3. Do I just start swinging and hope that they don't kill me? I think I do. See, look. We already got 1 down. Eh? Okay, well, we tried. Just have it on record. Have it on record that I tried, okay? I'll be right back. It takes so long. The cuts between these are I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This has gone on too long. Okay, we need 1 more. That's all we need. 1 more kill. I look around me real quick. I know that there's a few on my way back. I ran past a squad, and they're actually following me. So perhaps I can deal with them. I should probably make armor as well, you know what I mean? Like, or even just wear some armor that we find. I do not want to fight those, but these guys, I think they're going to fight me regardless. Oh, I guess I'm wearing stuff. I'm kind of lucky that didn't happen, but at the same time, I reckon if I just jump this guy, we're good. Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're good. I mean, we are good. I probably didn't need to get this guy, but it's fine. This should now be at a basic tier. It is. Excellent. So, I will meet you guys back at my base. Uh-oh. Okay. We are finally nearing the end of all that is. Simulation chamber. Basic data model. And it is now beginning. This guy will use 300 energy per tick. So that would be 300 times 20. If we want to do a little bit of math here. 300 times 20. So that'll be 6,000 energy per second. So he'll drain through a decent amount. Definitely more than we can make. But as you can see, he creates stuff. And he creates things. Beautiful. Beautiful. And each time he fails, something happens. If you look here, the data goes from 11 or whatever it is, it goes up, right? It just keeps going up. So we just leave him do his thing. Now, obviously, when I'm on, I don't want this running, right? Because it'll drain all my power, as you can see, and nothing will work. Makes sense. When I am on, though, we can probably turn him off, and it gives me a reason to jump into power and make some different energy sources, and it's obviously going to help us with power because we're going to be able to make blaze powder. We're going to be able to continue making things without needing to worry about, what do you call it? I mean, in hindsight, the lava pump probably would have been a good idea. Regardless, we would have been jumping into the nether and stuff. I think we're good. We would have even needed ender pearls for the ender tank, so I think the same struggles would have happened. But yeah, I think the same struggles would have happened. Oh, but Hades pristine matter. That's pretty good. That is what we need in the loot fabricator, which is going to cost us even more stuff that, closer to afford than I thought we could. But yeah, this is going to be really good. So we can already just turn this into blaze rods, blaze powder, gas tiers. We can even, if we had endstone, we could turn into that stuff. But yeah, awesome. Okay, well anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully my complaining wasn't too bad for you guys. And hopefully the actual content wasn't that bad as well. Is it, I still don't actually know, is it awful watching when I'm lagging? You know what I mean? Like, is it obvious? Is it painful when you guys are watching or listening or whatever? Is it just like, it's really annoying? Or is it sort of just like, you feel bad for me, but it's on your end, you don't even notice? Because if that's the case, I can just sort of, I can just keep it to myself a little bit more than I already try to do. Because yeah, it doesn't happen all the time, but some days it does, and it's just a nightmare. And if it's horrible for you guys, then when the internet's good or whatever, I can download the map and we can just go single player. It is still an option. There is other options, like for example, I probably could put this server or this world onto Bisect and then invite, some of the people around me, some of the trusted players to be on that server or something. And just sort of split it up a bit and then just have like a quieter experience. And that shouldn't be as laggy because, it'll be with Bisect and they'll be running everything. I'm not too sure. But anyway, regardless, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy the episode regardless. We do need to do some base upgrades in terms of visuals and just structure because we're clear with this room. I mean, it's a processing room. We've got a whole way of just machines and whatnot, but we definitely need to do some expansion there. Thank you to the supporters, you guys at home watching the videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching the ads. Thank you to our donators and channel members. Thank you to Melizzi, who lives over there, and Andre, who is a dog over there. They are tier 3 channel members, so thank you guys for doing that. You do not need to, do not feel pressured to. Watching, oh my god. Watching the video and getting struck by lightning is more than enough, so thank you guys. And the sun comes back. That wasn't even me. Apparently, this Melizzi was saying that if you feed this dude sunflowers, it makes it sunny. Also, we have I think we've missed a few days. What are we up to? Oh no, we are up to 3. Okay. Robert Law part 4. Sorry. 13 pages. Here we go. let's listen. Let's go. The last book was horrific. It's horrible. Let's read this one. Okay. War Between Worlds. With Robert and the king in complete control of the Nether, the anger of the gods of... By the way, if you're not sure what's going on, don't blame you. There was a chicken. A phoenix. Definitely not a chicken. Definitely not multiple chickens that kept getting killed and replaced. But it is not here anymore, so that's just to keep you up to speed. The anger of the gods of life had blossomed into an unmatched hate for Robert and his companion. Robert was the phoenix. With the tension increasing between the peaceful world of the Nether and the prosperous and powerful overworld, everyone was preparing for war. A battle was certain to commence, and Robert had prepared with extreme caution. During this period, Robert was getting ready to take out the strongest of threats to his nation, Fornius. When prepared, Robert led a siege on the capital city of the overworld, the underground city home of Fornius. The battle was tense, but as the battle lingered, the people of the Nether held on to their hope, whilst the people of the overworld were left fearing the worst. Just as the overworld was about to succumb to the forces of the Nether, Fornius appeared with an echoing roar that could be heard all throughout the underground city, alerting both the armies of what was to come. Fornius was laying waste to the armies of the Nether. Just when he was starting to push the Nether army out of the city, he came face to face with Robert. I'm just picturing the chicken this whole time. I don't know if I'm meant to be picturing a beautiful phoenix, but I'm just picturing a chicken. The battle was unlike any other, so important, so tense, so suspenseful that both the armies could not help but to stop their battle and watch in terror, as this was the decider of their fate. Robert let out streams of fire in an attempt to burn Fornius, but it was no use. Fornius was a god. He had eternal life, and there was only one weapon that could counter eternal life. The spear of Fornius. Hey, wait. He makes his own spear that can kill him? Fornius launched his spear at Robert in an attempt to kill him. The spear impaled Robert's wing, causing him to fall to the ground. That's why chickens can't fly. There you go. A little bit of lore there. While getting closer to death, every second, Robert could see Fornius standing over him. In a last-ditch effort to finish the job, Robert lifted his wing with the spear still in it and slashed Fornius across the neck, finishing him off once and for all. The armies of the overworld surrendered to the Empire of the Nether. Robert was given immediate medical attention. The best medical practitioners of both the Nether and the overworld came together to steer Robert away from death. Robert was alive, the war was over. But amongst all the celebration and victory, the hate for Robert burned. He's got 2 Bs now. Burned infinitely brighter in the eyes of Flornus. Yeah, there was the other one. Flornus swore to one day avenge his brother and smite Robert. The underground city was soon evacuated due to a flesh-eating infection that spread throughout the city, growing on the death of its citizens. The virus was a result of Fornius' death, and it still infects the once populated city to this very day. Since then, the people of the overworld and the Nether have separated, but at least now they're at peace, and Robert is the one to thank. Well, you could thank him, but I guess it's too laggy that he can't even get on the server. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, okay. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. What do I do for the thumbnail? Probably this, but like probably during the day.